We're back, guys.
Hello.
Let me put on a little bit of music because you guys are in a tavern now, or at least two of you. Um,
Why are tanned individuals so? I can say it because I'm a little tan. You can cut.
so you guys are in this tavern. It's actually, let's check for how bustling it is. It's pretty average. Maybe a little light today, but it's like maybe midday when you come in here. Not a lot of people are drinking right now. There's the smell of potatoes and like beef in the back, like coming from the kitchen. The place looks all right. The floors haven't been swept in a day or two, and there's a few muddy footprints. The people around here, some of them are miners, and they have coal on their face. Not the cleanest place around, but it's not bad. You guys have entered the Black Boot. The the barkeep seems to be a human female who has long black hair, this kind of pale complexion, uh, like otherwise seems pretty average. Like nothing much to talk about. Just brown clothes, no makeup or anything. She's serving some people.
Eats hot chips.
Lies.
So yeah, I just like to investigate around a bit for our guy.
How do you investigate around a bit for your guy?
Investigating, Lee.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bar, order a drink, and then I guess I'll probably ask the bartender, if somebody matching this description has been around.
I think that they did. I think I saw someone come through here just a little bit ago, maybe 2 days ago.
No, do not use that accent ever again.
Why?
God damn. I was so floored it hurt.
Why, thank you.
I think he came through here a few days ago, maybe 2 days ago.
Which way did he go? I know somebody said he was sort of heading east, but,
She points out the front door.
He didn't say, hon. But I believe that gentleman over there, I think he was at the table beside him and he had a friend. So they was talking to each other. Maybe he overheard, and she kind of points you over to this really rough-looking guy who just sits alone at this corner table, just like drinking to himself.
Drinking to himself.
Yeah, he's got like this unkempt beard, this scraggly black hair.
I'm assuming human.
Yes, human.
His name's Bessie.
And she says, his name's Jesse.
I said Bessie.
God.
That's close enough.
I know you did.
Yes, we just had a discussion yesterday about dudes named Jesse
Oh.
at his grandparents' house. No, but we're not there to take part of that conversation, so.
Big sad.
I'll thank her and then stand up and make my way towards him. I'll kind of drop the kind of chipper demeanor that I had sort of put on, because I figure I'm like, okay, this guy kind of looks like he might also be a thief, so I could always pretend to be a fence. So yeah, I'll go over there and
Yeah, there's room for one other person to sit down. As like you go to sit down, as you walk past him, he reeks of alcohol.
yeah, it doesn't bother me.
And you go to sit down across from him. He has this haggard, unclean-looking face, not quite covered in soot like the rest of the people. It's more like it's covered in dirt. And he kind of just looks up at you with tired, haggard eyes and a mug of something in his cup, probably cheap ale.
I'll go and introduce myself. I won't go into like very, very quickly, and then I'll say, I heard you were speaking to somebody I was intending to meet. Just yesterday, maybe 2 days ago, he may have moved on.
He slurps loudly at his drink, staring at you. He has these kind of cold, intimidating, harsh eyes that seem like to judge you. And he says, "What's it to you?"
Okay. I'll kind of lean back. You know, my expression hasn't really changed. I don't really give much of a shit. I want it to look like it's work, basically. And I'll explain to him, well, you see, I'm a person who moves things to other places in a way that they can't find where those things have been moved.
He slurps loudly at his drink.
Thank you for the sound effect, Cody.
Yes, Cody. Many thanks.
But he just stares
Also,
at you.
is my microphone echoing like Gray's voice or anything? Because when he was talking, my microphone was going off. Apparently.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear
I
anything.
didn't hear it.
Oh well, my microphone was like flashing and shit, so I didn't know if like.
Shut up, Joel. Yeah, the guy just stares at you and drinks at his alcohol. Don't see why that's any concern of mine.
Well, yeah, I'll kind of sniff and kind of look away for a second and turn back and say, well, you see, there's always good money in helping people move things, especially the things your friend had explained to me that he had and wanted to move.
He drinks at his alcohol again.
Cody, oh, I fucking knew it. Shut the fuck up.
He doesn't seem much like the talking type.
I guess I'll kind of bite at my thumb, like for a second, well, more like miming at it, and say, I don't know, maybe a couple of shots of good whiskey will loosen your tongue.
Maybe.
He flutters
Drinks
his
at alcohol
eyelashes.
again.
Cody, no. Even before you start.
Oh my fucking god.
Dominic starts having fantasies.
Oh. You slurp real good. I'm sorry.
You're not though.
I'm not.
I'll look over the table and sort of flag down the whoever is working the floor.
It's me.
It is not you.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like a maid, or not a maid, like
It's
a waiter, a waitress that's going around. It kind of has a bit of a bounce in her step. Seems a little out of place for this dirty bar. You know, she seems pretty clean, except she has an apron on that's pretty dirty. And she kind of wipes her hands on it and says, "What can I get for you?"
Give me 2 highballs and bring a bottle of whiskey. My friend here was just about to tell me a story about some things he heard the other day.
All right. What did you say? 2 shots of highball?
2 shots of whiskey, but yeah. We'll just go with that.
Oh, you just want 2 shots of whiskey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She says,
Usually those would be served in a highball.
She says, "All right,
I know
that'll be
nothing about alcohol drinks.
that's about a silver, five copper a shot."
I nod.
She holds out her hand.
But to say you're gonna pay?
Yes, that was the assumption.
All right, you give her the silver, and she bounces off.
I sort of want to retcon a little bit of what I said because I think I might have just had a brain fart about asking that he overheard a conversation and people talking, bloody, bloody, bloody. I can keep the liquor flowing if he wants to tell me what he heard, so on and so forth.
Yeah, and essentially what you've been getting from him is that he wants you to buy him alcohol first. So
Yes, and the alcohol has been purchased.
when the alcohol comes by, he kind of, she places one on each side of you, or like, she places one in front of you and one in front of him. After she goes away, he kind of reaches for yours and pulls it over to his side and takes it.
Oh no, I cover mine and say, after you tell me a little something, and then you can have the rest.
Kind of sneers at that, reaches for his and downs it. Takes a deep breath and says, "Yeah, he was through here a little bit ago."
I'll pull my hand back and kind of sit forward. Any idea where they were going?
Yeah. I was talking with his friend. Said they had a hideout.
And the friend, he a local?
He nods slowly.
I walk
It's
over.
the guy I killed.
I walk over with my drink.
That would be strange if it was. I think I just kind of look up at the creepy dude that's sitting there slurping his drink
From across the bar, trying to make eye contact.
Yeah, just like,
Yeah,
what
I'm
the
just
fuck
staring
are you
dead
doing?
on.
Like a weirdo.
Don't you have the ability in here to force mute Cody?
I do. I'm not going to.
Hey.
Yeah, he says.
Anywho.
Yeah, his friend Gary. Haven't seen him.
Oh, yes.
Gary.
Gary.
Did you guys stop derailing this very serious conversation?
My friend Gary told me, "Meow,
Yeah, he was hanging out with his friend Gary.
meow."
And
Smelled like they were having whiskey.
Meow.
I'll kind of scratch my nose and push the shot towards him. It smells like you are too.
He nods and downs it.
And this guy, is he, is there a place that I could possibly go to find where he is? Is he a minor?
I haven't seen him.
No, he's an adult.
Lives on
I
his
assume.
own. Has
Out
a
in the
place
woods?
on the west side of town. He'll give you directions to Gary's place.
Yeah, I'll thank him. I'll stand up and put 5 more copper down on the table and tell him, you think anything else interesting, and we'll be around.
You said 5 copper or 5 silver?
5 copper. So for another shot.
He says, they said the hideout was somewhere west.
I'll kind of thank him, give him that kind of, yes, thank you, Cody. Kind of like the pat on the table, and then leave.
Okay. Alright.
How long would it take me to get to find these guys?
You can come in by now.
Alright. Oh, there you guys are. Oh, hello. Like, I'm just brightly smiling, just the greatest of moods.
And I'm
Hey, how are you guys doing? Good to see you. I'm gonna play all around. How does that sound, huh?
oh, we're doing great.
I'll just kind of calm him down. Okay, we got some information. We have a target. We can mosey. Unless you wanna.
You want?
Buy some time
I
here.
mean, if you wanna, because I'm willing to buy around for us while we're here. My good mood doesn't last for long.
I kind of look at the door and say, "Yeah, I'll take that. I can get drunker."
Another round! And I just...
There's a cheer in the bar as you shout that out, and everybody assumes that you mean for them too.
How many people are there?
Uh,
How much would it cost to pay for everyone? Sorry,
There's
that's a better
like-
question.
it would be about a gold for a round for everybody.
I'm putting a gold down for everyone gets a drink, including me.
Cody's given another cup to sip out of. Or
Oh,
Dominic.
wonderful.
So he just goes back and forth between one and the other.
You happy now?
You all can have another drink.
I'm having a drink. And
I
I
don't think
just...
Yale's gonna get me very buzzed.
Thank you, by the way, my good friend Sebastian. Thank you so much for that.
I just kind of look at him questioningly. Yeah, sure, that guy.
Alright. Shall we go then? I think we've spent enough time here. I'm in really good mood, guys.
All right. I kind of look over to the other one. You want to walk?
He's holding up a thumb.
He's like, I'm just gonna stand there and suckle at that.
He's holding up his thumb.
Why don't we run? I'm in a mood for run. Let's run there. Our first one gets there. Gets a gold coin. How about that, huh?
Okay, no.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I guess the guy's a bandit. Not like he's gang affiliated. At least the gangs that I'm used to.
Oh, wow. You guys are bums. You don't want to race me? Oh, come on. You're killing my vibe here. Come on, I got a vibe going. Keep it going. Come on.
No.
I just look at my clothes. I'm not running in these.
You guys can arrive. You guys can arrive at Gary's shack, and it really is just a shack. It's a one-room place near the wall that doesn't, it's a one-room place. It's made out of wood. There's a single window with a shutter over it. There's a wooden door that doesn't look that well made.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
I'll sort of explain what I was told along the way, and just sort of give a plan of, I don't know if this guy's actually going to help us, but we need to make sure he doesn't escape because he's our only real lead to this guy.
I'm not gonna lie. This is a really nice place.
I just kind of look at him, kind of a bit dumbfounded. All right, it's a good attitude to have.
I mean, he's got a roof over his head. What more can you ask for?
A better
water, maybe.
Fair point. Still, not bad.
Eh.
And I guess I'll sort of gesture for them to spread out, I suppose, to make sure there's no windows the guy can jump out of, assuming he's home, that is.
Just the one shutter that looks kind of on the road. It's like beside the door-ish.
I wanna loop around the house quickly.
No back door.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna wait at the window and just ready myself in case he tries to bust out of there.
Yeah,
And I'll
door as well with Sebastian.
I'll go to the door and kind of give a surreptitious knock.
There's no reply.
Delivery!
Do you actually yell that?
No, I yell, "Why, good sir, we got a delivery for you."
Well, you said you were never going to do that accent again.
There's no reply.
I guess I'll kind of try the door to see if it pushes in.
Yeah, it pushes in. There's no lock on it.
I guess since it's one room, I'll just kind of look around.
Yeah, in here there's not really much. There's this wardrobe that looks nicer than anything else in here, but that's not saying much. It's more that it looks like an actual piece of furniture than pieces of wood slapped together. There's a bed that's near the wardrobe. There's a small table. There's a chimney fireplace thing. There's like a pot of water. There's a chamber pot. There's not really much else. There's like a shirt that's on the ground, just discarded.
I'm assuming not bloodied or anything.
No. There's like this rack, and on the rack is like a two woodsman axes.
Okay.
And yeah, just like this basic kitchen with like maybe a cupboard or two. Doesn't look very enticing.
What time of day is it?
Yeah.
Around midday.
Okay.
Around midday.
I mean, honestly, I'm not going to bother going in. It's not like there's anything to look through. These people probably aren't literate, so it's not like they could write anything down. So I'll kind of shut the door, readjust my clothes, and say, well, the guy said that they had some sort of thing going on out west of the city. I think this guy may be a woodsman or something. he's probably not going to be back until like I don't know supper. We could
No,
always
no.
do a little recon, see what's out there.
We could see if we can
I mean,
find
I
any
can always
carrots.
wait here, and if the guy comes around, I just knock him out, tie him up in here, and see when you get back.
I just kind of look at him. Sometimes there is a. Usually we try to do the lighter touch first, and if they give any lip, then we crack their skull.
No fun,
That's how it's done, though.
Yeah,
little spirit.
there's a. I don't know. It's a thing we do. It's just a way of doing things.
All right, fine. How about I go with you then, scouting or whatever, and then someone else stays here, someone that won't accidentally kill.
I could probably stay here.
As much as I want to be here and kill,
We don't want this guy dead.
I do. I want everyone dead. Sometimes even you guys. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you understand, right?
I just kind of look at it. What are the rules again?
I know.
Don't kill other.
What are the rules, little Ethan? Don't kill other guild members. Yeah. That's a good boy. Now have a sucker.
I think that's a different conversation he had with one of the elders.
Yeah, definitely not one they had with one of us.
Yeah, do not harm any members of the guild unless under direct orders from your superiors to do so.
And I'll add on, and also don't fuck up the mission.
I know. It's just I have a habit of trying to kill everyone. I don't really want to kill you guys. It's just a little itch, That's it. It's not anything I'll act on unless you guys give me permission. Not on you guys, but on other people. Which is why, again, thank you, Sebastian, for letting me kill that annoying as fuck guy. Oh my god.
I should also mention, this wasn't a rule that was listed, but this is a rule that you guys should know out of game. I don't think your characters know, but if you fail 2 missions in your character's career, then they will be extradited.
What is extradition?
Oh shit!
Just moved out or killed?
Killed.
Oh.
Okay.
If it's like you failed
in a row, or do you mean like is there a cooldown?
in quick succession? Like
okay.
It'll depend on some things. Like if you fail your first mission and then you do 20 missions and then fail a second, you're probably fine. But if you fail one, do one, and then fail the next, your characters might get axed.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a figure. That probably would also depend on what the actual mission was. If it's something simple and you fuck that up, yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah. Or if it's not your fault. There's factors, but it generally is a rule of thumb. 2 missions failed in quick succession, and your character's probably dead. Even if they survived the second failure, they're,
Yeah.
So just want to make that clear to everybody. Continue.
I guess I'll, more or less leave Dominic to do his thing, and.
Is that just me?
Hmm.
Uh-oh. My mic is... Oh, hold on.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
There we go.
We heard you the whole time.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear.
Oh.
Okay.
That's not your mic, then.
What?
You said something about your mic.
No.
You did. Anyway, let's continue, guys.
My mic that my head plug into.
So I'll leave Dominic here to do his thing, and then I'll take the killy one and
the killy one
and go out.
Okay. Let's deal with Dominic first, because are you just gonna sit around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not trying to look threatening,
Okay. I just want to know if you're looking through his stuff, tossing things aside.
No, just outside of its place.
Okay. All right, then we can just skip over to you two. So what?
On our way there, I'm describing how I killed the guy. So I brought him to an alley. I tried to convince him.
Describe it.
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of be looking wide-eyed, and then once he's finished, I'll be like, you should probably keep that to yourself.
But describing it's also fun. It's pretty fun to the guy who wanted him dead, you know? Like, it gives good satisfaction to some of the guys, too, you know? Like, they want someone dead, you kill them, and you tell them how it's done, and they're like, oh, that's a pretty good job. I'll hire this guy again sometime, you know? I don't think you know.
Oh, Cody, does your character have dark vision?
He does not, but he has a fuck ton of torch. Actually,
He's human, right?
which warlock pack did I say I took?
The great old one, you should know.
Great.
Bruh.
No.
Okay, so where exactly are you guys going? Like, describe to me.
I'm following Bray.
Like, are you just wandering in the woods? Are you trying to find a path? What are you trying to do?
I guess I set the fire outside of the guy's place, by the way.
You set fire to his house?
Outside of the guy's place, he
I
said.
set up a fire outside of
That's
his
a little bit.
In
That's
the
a little
road?
Bit. He's about
In the middle
to
of the
say.
road?
off the road.
He's within the walls of the town.
Yeah.
That's a
I
little
thought
suspicious, too.
when you said he went off into the... sorry.
No,
I had
it's
a
fine.
brain fart.
It's fine.
No.
No.
Where are you guys going?
We'll look for, like, a path or something.
Okay. Give me perception checks, the both of you.
I'm more or less just following Sebastian. Just so not really actually.
Apparently,
I'm just following him.
You're
I'm
really
not
engaged in telling him this story, and you're looking to him for reactions, and you're not really paying attention to the ground. Meanwhile, Sebastian's just totally ignoring you.
Yeah, just doing my best to not look at you.
Yeah, you know what? You step out of the city walls. The guards tell you it's dangerous out there. Be careful. And you go westwards, which isn't where the logging operations are. They're to the north and to the southeast. But you go, around the city and to the west, and you're kind of scanning the wood line. And you know what? Yeah, you do see a place where the grass is parted a little bit. You see a bush that was beaten away a little bit and cut, and it doesn't look fresh. You're not a professional tracker or anything, but you can tell that this stuff isn't immediately fresh. Some of the stuff has grown back a little bit, but you think you found a little bit of a trail.
And then he kind of was collapsed on the ground, so I had to just kind of pretend he was alive and squirming, and as I wrapped my arm around his neck and just blood choked him to death. You know what a blood choke is? Versus an oxygen choke. Have you ever done ever interchanged them?
You guys literally did it last week.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's right! Yeah! My character doesn't care.
And I'm just kind of kneeling down, uncovering the path a while, and going, right, sure,
Okay. What are you doing with this information?
I'll go forward a little bit, but I'm not gonna... Maybe like a couple 100 feet just to see if I can find anything, as well as just sort of keep moving. But then after that, I'm just gonna be like, no, I don't want to go too much farther in this. That's just not my element.
How far is a couple 100 feet? Is that 200? Is that 500?
Like 350.
By the rules of the dictionary, a couple means two. So a couple hundred would be 200.
You go maybe 350 feet, and you don't really see... I mean, it keeps going, but you don't see any camp or anything.
Mm-hmm. And like, by the time I stop, I'm like, okay, well... I guess the guy suggested he might be living out here, but I don't want to go, wandering off into another dimension without needing to. And I guess if he'll follow, I'm just gonna turn around and go back. Try to remember like where the path is, and
yeah, you guys can regroup.
All right.
Any luck out there?
oh well, I found a path going off into the woods. not totally certain that
Wait, you were following a path? I thought you were just wandering off randomly.
I just kind of look at him. You followed me. You didn't see the path we were walking on?
No. I didn't... There was a path?
And I just kind of like, aren't you the one that lived like out in the woods most of his life?
I mean, I didn't live out in the woods. I mean, like, at some points I did, but I wasn't a tracker or anything. And for the most part, I lived in, like, some alleys for months on end. Sometimes I would live in the woods, make a few camps once in a while. But, I mean, I wasn't really focused on, like, our surroundings, really. I was more or less focused on the story, because telling a story, I felt like invigorated your sense of abilities in the woods, you know?
And I just kind of turned back. So, anybody come by?
No one that I saw.
And I just be like, well, I can always stay here and, you know, keep an eye open if you want to, I don't know, keep
I
this
mean,
one
I
further than anyone else.
don't need to sleep so I can watch, you know? I mean, I do need to meditate once, like, as I am an elf. I mean, do you know how elves work? I can explain to you how elves work.
I just look at him. My mother was an elf.
Ah, okay, so you know. So we don't actually technically need to sleep, but technically we do need to sleep, but technically we're still aware of our surroundings, so I can keep watch.
And I just kind of look up. It's like 1 in the afternoon. Like,
No, I mean, you know what I mean.
Do I?
yeah, do I?
I don't think I do.
You guys can go out there, I can wait here, you know? I can take a little nap.
But it's 1.
Or we can all go together, you know?
It's like in the
Come
afternoon.
back to
and
the
I
night.
don't think we have to sleep though.
It's like 1 in the afternoon.
I don't know.
Anywho.
I forgot sense of time, both in character and out of character.
I mean, if he wants to stand there and watch this empty road until the guy comes along, I guess we can kind of, you know, wander around, see if we see anything, or go back to the inn for a while. Is there like a general store here?
Yeah, there's a general store or two. Anything in particular you're looking for?
Basically, any sort of like games, so cards, dice.
I was actually about to buy that actually because
Yeah,
you
you
mentioned it.
You
So
can buy some cards. You can really buy whatever quality cards you want. They start at a silver, but you can go up to like, oh, probably
Yeah,
here
a
you.
lot.
Yeah, you could probably get a deck of cards that are worth like 5 gold maybe, if you wanted. Any higher, you'd have to go to somewhere specific for it.
I'm not sure if that you know will be the point, I guess.
Yeah, so
But deck of cards and a set of dice.
yeah, you can get them probably a total of 4 silver.
Dice. Let's see, dice is silver. Where are the cards?
I think a deck of cards would be 3 silver.
All right.
You know, just a basic. I mean, if you wanted like second-hand cards, you could probably get it cheaper. But you know,
No, that's fine.
new cards with wax paper or you know that stuff. Yeah,
Whatever cards are made with, yeah. Card stock, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you can have
And I
that.
can-
And you
And
go
actually,
back and wait.
do they have a set of dominoes as well?
Yeah, sure they do.
And how much would that run?
Oh god, how many dominoes are there? They have a set of like wood dominoes for like 2 silver.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, they're not great, but they work.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll buy all 3 of those.
Okay. And you guys just wait at this guy's house?
Yeah,
All
I'll kind of play cards or play dice or whatever. I'm not gonna entice them to gamble, because what's the point?
Alright, you guys wait and wait
I have plenty of dice.
and wait. And the
I think
sun starts going down.
after a while of playing, I would probably start gambling, like even for like 1 or 2 rounds.
I have
Sure.
some dice we could use actually.
Yeah, so you guys pass the time, and after the sun starts going down and it starts turning night, does anything change, or are you staying here the night?
Guess we're staying here.
In the night,
Or not?
I assume this guy was gonna come back at some point.
I guess we could try and go out, but I don't know where we'd go.
Either that or one person stays here, and I mean, I don't mind staying here, and
I could stay here.
No.
no.
Where'd
I
you go?
expect you to kill.
Woods are dangerous. out there.
Oh, you know me really well.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Barry?
Where would you go? Woods are dangerous at night.
Not in the woods. We're inside. We're in the city.
Yeah, but you were saying one stays here and the other two, and then you didn't finish.
Go, like, sleep at the inn or something.
Mm.
It doesn't really matter to me. I am... Sorry, something just came up. Hold on. Oh, whichever is easiest. I assume we do want to get in contact with this fellow if we can.
Yeah, if tomorrow by noon he doesn't show up, I guess we're just gonna brave the woods.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys pass the time?
Yeah.
All right. Tomorrow
If not-
noon comes up. He still hasn't shown up.
Okay then.
Guess we go to the woods.
This is. Oh man, man, my good mood's blown over, and I really want to kill someone now. Let's go.
All right. The group of adventurers, or murderers, or red hands.
Murderers.
Two businessmen and a psychopath.
Two businessmen and a psychopath go out into the woods. Sebastian, give me a perception check. Just see if you can find the trail again. You know, it's been a whole day. Maybe some stuff have grown over it. Yeah, you can find it well enough. It's a little harder to follow now, but you think you can maybe do it.
You okay? I guess once we're beyond the wood line, I'll pull my bow out just in case some bullshit happens.
Ow.
Or well, I'll just at least prepare it. I don't need to draw it or anything, like draw an arrow.
All right. Okay. And you just follow the thing,
The path
as far as it'll go.
depends on how much time that is.
How much time until you change your mind?
Well, if fucking sundown comes and we haven't found anything, that's probably a problem.
Okay, so sundown.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody, give me perception checks.
Oh god.
Boy. Well.
Hey!
Oh, God.
Killing the killy one. Awesome.
Yeah, I changed that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you guys are going along the path, and you know you're doing your thing. Oh goodness, roll 20 is okay. It was having a hiccup there for a little bit, but now it's fine now. Yeah, you guys are going along the path, and it takes a while. You guys walk for maybe an hour. And you take a bunch of turns, you know, at some point you lose the trail and you have to find it again. And eventually you kind of spot this camp off between the bushes. And before you guys come upon the camp, Jarl, you hear some ooh, let me see something really quickly before I tell you what you hear. What languages do you speak?
Elvish and Common.
And thieves can't.
Oh, do I know thieves can't too?
I have thieves can't. But you probably do not, because you're not a rogue.
Yes, I'm not a rogue.
Okay. So you hear this kind of... How do I describe it?
How do you describe it? That is a good question.
How do you describe it?
Like little whispers, kind of like that.
Fucking gnomes, kill them.
Oh god. I swear they're gnomes.
I stop every. Do I know which direction it was coming from?
The camp. You guys kind of can
Like
see.
towards the camp, from the camp.
No, there's bushes and everything obscuring most of it. You like see the tip of a tent, and that's like what?
But is it coming from that direction?
Yes.
I stop everyone and I kind of crouch down a little bit. Like, remember that time you mentioned goblins?
I
Yes.
was gonna say, like, just sort of say yes.
I think I might have heard something or some other creature. I'm assuming goblins because they sounded very creepy.
Do they sound like you?
Yeah. And I just kind of creep my way up and I want to get closer stealthily and just kind of see.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Probably should have let.
Probably a 1. Yeah.
It is!
My fucking god.
Shh. And they all like the chittering stops, and you like you hear the chittering stop, and you try and like stop yourself, and where you place your foot, it just snaps a twig, and you just hear scampering.
Towards
I dash forward as fast as I can.
Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna
I'm
roll.
like, what the fuck are...
We're gonna roll initiative. I need to build a battle map. How long have we been going? We've been going 40 minutes. Let's take a quick 5-minute break.
Alright.
All right. We'll be right back.